Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late here. I was having a little bit of tech drama with the app on my phone, so I'm going to had to switch to laptop. Good morning. Welcome to our morning meditation and our morning centering, our morning grounding together for the week. If you're new joining us this morning, my name is Tzipporah Gerson-Miller. I am a licensed clinical therapist at Jewish Family and Career Services. I'm also a yoga therapist, and I work primarily in the clinical department at Jewish Family and Career Services, providing mental health services and counseling and other supportive services. So this morning, I'm going to be leading you in a very brief and very simple meditation practice. And the focus of today's practice is going to be on this idea of getting very stable and strong both in our minds, right? So the idea is that when we think of our physical bodies, the way we prevent ourselves from getting injured, right, is by cultivating strength, stability, both in our muscles. We want our muscles to be strong so that they provide a firm kind of casing around the bone, for example, so that if you were to fall, your chances of breaking a bone would be less, right, likely. And so we want to, in our bodies, create strength, stamina, endurance. We know that building physical strength and engaging in daily exercise is really good for your body because it also keeps your immune system strong. It reduces the chances of developing some other kind of chronic illness. And we can use that idea of physical strength in the body to think about how our minds also, we want our minds to be a source of stability, strength, right? We want our minds to be able to carry us through any number of adverse and difficult situations, and so that our minds remain kind of stable, non-judgmental. They maintain a sense of equanimity, right? To where we're not getting pulled into one extreme, like this situation is really bad or this situation is really good. Because when we start doing that, we get attached to the really good things and we want to avoid the really bad things. But the reality is that nature, circumstances are impermanent, so things are always changing. And so if we cling too much to what is good or avoid too much of what is bad, then we really increase, right, our risk and chances of suffering, right? Because we are going to be spending a lot of time wanting things to be like they were or trying to push away things that aren't so great. And then we really miss out on the present moment. So with that said, we're going to practice today cultivating a sense of stability, a sense of equanimity with our minds, a sense of presence, a sense of moment-to-moment awareness. So first things first, we want to find a comfortable seat. And welcome again if you're just joining us. My name is Tzipporah. Please say hello, good morning. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And be sure to leave any kind of comment, feedback, questions are also welcome. So I'm really glad that you're here with us this morning. So go ahead and find a nice, comfortable seat, right? So I always say that's half the battle, right? Is finding a way to sit comfortably, to where your spine is nice and erect, to where your seat feels really supported, and that your body is more or less free from physical distraction and or discomfort. So that might mean you need to lie down, or that might mean you need to sit up against a wall, or shift yourself onto a chair or on the sofa, right? Or even standing up might be most comfortable for your body. So just figure out what that is for you, and then allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable and safe, right? So safety is key. If it is uncomfortable for you to close your eyes, by all means, leave them open and just find something in your immediate vicinity that you can focus your gaze on, right? And so as you begin to shift your focus inward, right, take a nice deep full breath in, and then roll the shoulders back. On the exhale, really feel the shoulders kind of moving down the back. We're going to do that a few times, just kind of syncing the breath with this shoulder roll. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling, and let your shoulders settle. Okay, and continue to allow the breath to flow. Nice deep full breath in and exhale. I'm going to invite you to deepen the breath, right? So we're going to take a nice deep full inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that your breath, you're exhaling your breath really nice and deep and low, right? Into the lowest part of your belly, and maybe even down into the pelvic floor area, right? So into the well. Inhale. On your exhale, drop the shoulders and really exhale deep into the belly, right? Maybe even down into the legs. Good morning, Dana. Nice to see you here. Inhale. Exhale really deep. Exhale the breath really low into the pelvis, maybe even into the legs and down through the floor. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Exhale the breath as low and as far down as you can go. Maybe you even imagine the breath moving down beyond your legs into the floor, through the floor, into the earth. So as we do that, we're using our ability to visualize ourselves really rooting and anchoring down, right, into the earth, kind of like trees do. So that's a beautiful analogy we can use right now, right? To kind of get fully present and fully grounded. So take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, imagine just like a tree that you have roots going down into the earth, tethering you nice and firmly to the earth. And on your next inhale, imagine yourself kind of rising out of that space, right? Almost like trees do, with their branches sort of expanding in all different directions. So give that a try. Inhale. Exhale, imagining your roots sinking really low and deep into the earth. And on your next inhale, imagining yourself rising out of that place, expanding outward. Now, on your next breath, I want you to imagine and bring into your mind's eye a positive quality that you really love about yourself, an attribute. It can be that you're kind, that you're compassionate, right? That you're loving, right? That you're helpful, right? So a positive word that describes yourself. And I know we all can do this. I know it's hard first thing in the morning to come up with a positive word that describes yourself. And so you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, imagining that quality sort of deepening down into the earth. And then as you inhale again, you're going to imagine that quality sort of expanding out into the world, right? To those around you. So on the one hand, we are firmly rooted and grounded and strong, and that rooting and that grounding creates stability and strength. And at the same time, we can share and expand ourselves outward into the world without losing that grounding. So sometimes it's easy to forget about our stability and the things that keep us grounded and kind of tethered, right? Keep our feet kind of firmly planted on the ground. And then we can lose sight of that and feel like we're getting pulled into so many different directions. We're getting pulled into so many different fires. And we can feel a sense of like we're just floating aimlessly in space. And so this kind of practice is really, really helpful to kind of get you to reconnect with that sense of being grounded and strong and stable, right? Because that's our foundation. That's our foundation not only for this kind of practice, but that's really our foundation for living life on a day-to-day basis, is the need to be grounded, but be able to extend ourselves outward and be able to reach and touch things in our environment that we want to be connected to. So one more thing, like a little bit of ecology for the morning, but if you know how trees live, they live in a community, right? And underneath the earth, even though we can't see it, all of their roots are interconnected, right? So at any given point in time, trees are constantly feeding each other, receiving from each other, nourishing others. So there's whole ecosystem, right, beneath the earth's surface that's not visible to us, but it's there. And when we think of what trees do to kind of keep each other supported and nourished, I feel like it's such a beautiful way to think about how we can be there for others. Like, we can be grounded, we can be firmly stable and planted without uprooting ourselves, right, to help somebody else, right? Because we never want to sacrifice like our own needs in order to, please other people or get other people to like us, right? So that's something to keep in mind too, is that it's okay to meet your own needs by staying grounded without sacrificing that for others. It's kind of like the oxygen mask example. Like, you have to put on your oxygen mask first before you start attending to other people on the plane if there's an emergency. So it's the same thing, same idea. So I hope this practice was helpful for you, and I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. So please let me know if you have any comments, questions. We are here. JF&CS is open. We are working very hard to help everybody get the mental health services, care, support that they need during this time. So please do not hesitate to reach out if you or someone you know is in need. Have a wonderful, beautiful, peaceful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.